Look around. Feel it deep down. The pressure that squeezes you every day. The tension of being stuck in a game designed by others, playing by rules that crush your fire instead of fueling it. You're a founder, an investor, a leader, maybe all three, but you know something's broken. The old playbook of venture capital, that big booming machine promising freedom and growth, it's cracking in silence. It's fading under its own weight. And worst of all, nobody's screaming about it. Yet you see it. You feel it when the dollars slow, when enthusiasm fades, when the old promises ring hollow. The VC model, the supposed golden path to building, scaling, winning, is quietly slipping away. And in this silence lies a secret, a desperate opportunity. Because here's the brutal truth nobody wants to admit. The system that once created giants is now suffocating them. The endless chase for growth at any cost, the brutal pressure to scale fast, the blood sport of valuations and dilution. It's not just broken. It's killing the soul of startups and the hope of founders. Your ideas, your vision, your passion become trapped under piles of term sheets, runway calculations, and boardroom politics. That freedom promised by venture capital? It's a myth, a comfortable lie. Freedom doesn't come from chasing the next round or impressing the next investor. It comes from control. Real, raw control. Control over your story, your future, your values. Imagine waking up each morning without that gnawing fear that you're selling yourself short just to keep the lights on. Imagine building something because it matters, not because it's hot or scalable or trending. Imagine a world where your vision sets the tempo, where your authenticity magnetizes support, not the buzzword bingo that dominates pitch decks today. That world? It's closer than you think, because the VC model isn't just breaking, it's being quietly replaced. By who? By founders, investors, and leaders like you who can see the cracks. By those willing to reject the tired scripts of growth and embrace a new script, one that honors real value, real connection, and real power. You feel it, this hunger for a new way. But what does it look like? Here's what you probably don't hear in the noise. The future isn't about bigger rounds and faster exits. It's about smarter, deeper partnerships. It's about building ecosystems where your upside isn't measured solely by your last valuation, but by your impact, your independence, your legacy. The new model is decentralized. It's intimate. It's ruthless in its focus on alignment, not size. It's about belonging to a network that doesn't make you part of a crowd. It makes you part of an electric few. It's a shift from chasing capital to deliberately attracting it, from fear-driven fundraising to magnetism-driven networking. And here's the kicker. This new path doesn't require abandoning ambition. Far from it. It demands more ambition. Ambition to be sovereign, to question every assumption, to refuse comfort in exchange for true freedom. That means choosing your backers like you choose your family. Selective, fierce, deeply aligned. No more fat rounds from the wrong partners who siphon your dream for theirs. Instead, an autonomous network of few but mighty, those who burn with you, who don't just see your vision but propel it forward with ferocity. You don't need anyone to give you permission. The system hasn't created a place for the exceptional because it doesn't want them to exist on their own terms. But here's the revelation. This doesn't weaken you, it empowers you. When you connect with the right few, the rare investors, advisors, fellow founders who refuse to settle or mimic, you're no longer bound by old rules. You become the architect of a new reality. Your ideas don't just survive, they dominate. Your values don't just survive, they lead. This is the edge the old guard fears. But you live there. Now listen closely. The way forward isn't found in more pitch decks or perfect metrics. It's found by dismantling what you were taught about success and rebuilding it with grit and clarity. It means letting go of the growth at all costs mindset. It means embracing growth with purpose, where every move is intentional and every partnership authentic. It's about mastering your narrative so deeply that investors and partners don't just fund your company, they invest in your mission, because they see the fire that won't stop burning. This is not a plan B. It's a revolution in how business and life work for the bold. For the first time in history, technology, networks, and mindset have aligned to give you the power to rewrite the rules. No more hunting blindly for the right investor out of desperation. No more gambling your future on hype or buzzwords. Instead, attract the right capital organically, through magnetic clarity, uncompromising authenticity, and alliance with a network that values the rare over the routine. You may have felt isolated in this, misunderstood, as if the world spun too fast or wrong. But isolation is the illusion. Connection to this elite few who get it. That's the real freedom. You are not alone. The power comes in aligning, not blending. Because the world doesn't need another copycat founder or investor chasing the herd. It needs sparks, rebels, leaders who create new systems, who build networks that amplify essence, not noise, who don't chase belonging, they build belonging. So here's what to do next. Start rejecting the scripts handed down to you like a worn-out map. Instead, build your own navigation system based on conviction. Align only with investors who share your values and vision, those who understand that your mission, not just profit, drives success. Pursue funding that respects your autonomy, not undermines it. Lean into complementary partnerships that multiply your strengths instead of diluting them. And remember, patience wins. True power is a long game. It's not about immediate wins, but lasting impact. Feel the weight lift as you realize the old VC model isn't your jailer. It's just an outdated tool. You hold the blueprint for something better. This is a call to arms, to step out of the shadows of outdated systems and into the light of true autonomy. To hunt not for money alone, but for alignment. To stop surviving and start thriving. The quiet replacement of the VC model is an invitation, a lifeline, a spark waiting for you to ignite. Right now, you stand at a crossroads whispered on no one's lips, but felt in every heartbeat. Choose the path of endless rat races for capital that drains you dry, or choose the path of fierce sovereignty, the one where your will is your weapon, your vision your command, and your network your fortress. Because the future isn't going to build itself, and it certainly isn't going to wait for those who cling to yesterday's myths. You were made for this moment, not to be a cog in an ill-fitting machine, not to echo a tired story of chasing dollars at the cost of your soul, but to be one of the few who refuse to bow, who reject comfort, who dare to walk the edge. This is not the time to play small. It's the time to burn, bright, bold, and unstoppable. The VC model says grow fast or die. But here's the truth. Real freedom, the kind that lights up the rare and mighty inside you, that kind of freedom doesn't beg to be given. It demands to be taken. Seize it. Build it. Live it. The quiet revolution is already here. Will you be the one to lead it, or the one left behind? The time isn't tomorrow. It's right now. The few who dare don't wait to be rescued. They rewrite the rules and own their futures. Step into that fire. Because on the other side of the broken VC model lies the power to make your life, and the world, truly yours.